Yo, what's up guys? It's Cody on a Pixel Perfect channel, and today we are gonna do a tutorial on how to beat level 3. So I've spent a lot of time on level 3 and I was struggling a lot, but once I found this strategy it was so easy that I could literally do my training session meanwhile playing this level. It's like so easy and low effort that even I am surprised. I played it like 4 times in a row, and doesn't matter which scenario I got, it was always easy. So we are gonna check our upgrades. My goal was to not get any upgrade that costs 30 golden coins or more. So those are our upgrades, and that's not much. Also we have tier 2 unlocked, but we are not using any towers from the tier 2, just tier 1. So yeah, let's jump right into it. So yeah, our main game plan is based on that we want resources, as many resources as we possibly can get. So we begin the game with 3 wood choppers per each entry to the lighthouse, light fortress, and the caveat of this map is that there are many trees that are around the castle, so we gotta clear them up to make space for buildings that allow us to expand our economy in terms of building the second tier production, so to get those all planks or wooden stakes, I mean the stone bricks, the stone slabs. So yeah, we want to make space for them. Also, there was a new patch, like yesterday on the 9th of November. So yeah, the map is slightly smaller than it used to be, so it's easier to find light crystals. So yeah, so our goal is to have a proper wood setup on the beginning of the game, so not only we can mine the trees out, because on the level 3 there are many trees that surround your castle, so you can't build much, you don't have enough space for everything from the start, and each tree has 50 wood instead of 250. So the wood runs out really quickly, and you gotta adjust the wood choppers once upon a time. So yeah. So first of all, we start with 3 wood choppers per side, then we proceed to get a setup of like around 2 wood choppers per side, with around 2 stone miners per side. So once I would suggest to do the 2 wood choppers on the side that has a lot of space already, the most space, so we don't need to mine it completely to have space for advanced buildings like the sawmills or stone masons. And the side that is the most in need of space, then on this side you can do 3 wood choppers or even 4. So it gets cleared up quicker. And yeah, just build the ballistas, build the acorn turrets, acorn cannons, it's so easy to defend early levels. You need like 1 ballista and 3 acorn cannons to get through the night 1. So yeah. When the space is already cleared enough, so you can build the advanced setup, like sawmills and stone masons, then you can build the setup, and don't forget to replace the wood choppers and stone miners that you deleted because you placed the better buildings. So if you have like this setup like this, when you have 3 wood choppers and 1 stone miner on the middle entrance here, then if you make enough space already, then you delete everything here, build the casual sawmill setup or stone mason setup, and in addition to that you connect it with the wood choppers and stone miners that you deleted, but in a count that like 1 less. So if we have 1 stone miner here and 3 wood choppers, then if you build the setup like on the left here with 2 stone masons and 3 stone miners, then we want to rebuild the wood choppers or stone miners that got deleted, so we have the constant stream of the original resources like wood and stone, because it's easy to fixate on the advanced resources like planks, stone bricks, wooden stakes, and forget about the wood, and you look at your resources and you have what, like 20 wood or sometimes 0 wood and 0 stone, but you have stone bricks and planks. But yeah, you need the wood, you need the stone. So we just wait for the trees to get chopped, and then you place the better buildings. Now the official setup that we are aiming for to complete the level is to have 6 sawmills and 4 stone masons. Now we need everything stone. We need planks and wooden stakes. So I just do it 50-50. So I do for 6 sawmills that we are gonna have, 3 of them are gonna be for the planks and 3 of them are for wooden stakes, and that's gonna be everything that we need for the run. And where it comes to the advanced stone resources, then for 4 stone masons I go for 3 stone bricks and 1 stone slab, because stone slabs are not really used that much in this build that we are aiming for, but we need a lot of stone bricks for hidden spikes and for the obelisks. I mean, not obelisks, but beacons. So yeah, we are building up our setup. Once the wood is getting cleared, we are adding the advanced setup. So like I said, 6 sawmills and 4 stone masons. And every time you delete the wood choppers and stone miners setup and add the production, then you replace the production, and you want at all times at least the 2 or 3 wood choppers and 4 stone miners that are independent and that don't go to any stone mason or sawmill, because this build is really stone intensive. But if you focus on it and just pay attention to have those 4 stone miners and I don't know, 2-3 wood choppers that are independent of other wood choppers and miners that are connected to sawmills and stonemasons, you should be so rich that you get rich accidentally, literally. So our setup for the game will look like that. We build quickly we focus on quick hidden spikes, because the early waves of the 3rd level are mainly just those squishy purple guys that just have a lot of health. So ballistas and acorn cannons can struggle with that because there are many of them and they have just health, and none of them, acorn cannons nor the ballistas, do bonus damage to health. But what does bonus damage to health? The hidden spikes do. So they are extremely effective even on the maps where you don't have good placements for the hidden spikes. Out of 4 runs that I had with those hidden spikes, I had a run that with 2 obelisks I had no right angles, not even right angles. The only right angles were on the setups that had a split path, and we don't care about split paths since we want to hit all the enemies and not just half of them. So even when everything goes the wrong way, hidden spikes are really good, and just place them even along the road. And once we expand further, then there will be proper places to place them, like right angles or so on. So yeah, our setup will look like this. We want to get around 14 ballistas that target the armored units, and the next priority for the ballistas is health. So once there is no enemy with armor, then the ballista should prioritize the enemy with the highest health. Then we must have around 5 anti-air turrets in the mid game, and around 7 of them to not let any flying enemy through, since on the 6th wave there are a lot of air enemies, and 7 is the perfect number, so they don't get through. And the hidden spikes, of course, in the count of like 7 hidden spikes, because the casual enemies, like those purple ones, or the crabs that get shot by the ballistas with the armor, they need what, like 3 or 4 hidden spikes to get rid of all of them. But we need a lot of hidden spikes, like those 7, for the green dinosaurs. And the green dinosaurs have a lot of health, a lot of health, but still hidden spikes deal bonus damage to health, so they are good against them too. So yeah, just with this setup that we have, with the resources, it's so easy. You just set it up, have 4 stone masons that are working, have 4 stone miners that work independently and deliver you the stone. And I didn't even have that set up, and we still managed to do it easily. And 6 sawmills, 3 for wooden stakes and 3 for planks. And we are just getting rich on accident. Those enemies are getting crushed, there is nothing to talk about. Just along the When you spot the air units, you can add some more anti-air cannons, and yeah, they just go through. I mean, they don't go through. So yeah, just focus on the notifications on the bottom right part of the screen, the exclamation mark that says if something is not working. And yeah, once you get it set up, you just wait. Like, that's it. You just build turrets. Just expand when you have light essence, and when you have the 100 light essence, you just build another beacon. If you run low on resources like stone or wood, then you can skip rushing the Dark Fortress, and you can just expand in the direction that needs resources. Like when you need stone, and you have stone miners that don't work because they used all the stone, or you got like 2 or 4 sawmills that are not working, then you can just expand with the beacon to the side that needs the most. And don't be afraid to change the layout. Like here we just deleted the sawmill setup, so we have a better setup for the stonemasons. And just rebuild the setup again for wood choppers, or 3 wood choppers, depending on how you want to get it. For 2 wood choppers for 1 sawmill is the most optimal, but the setup of 3 wood choppers per 2 sawmills is kinda good too. It's just so you remember that we have any production for the planks, for the stakes, and yeah, we are so good, it's insane. Just expand towards the enemy base, build the hidden spikes and ballistas along the road. Remember to put the anti-air cannons along the path. And yeah, we just see the setup, and we are playing the game of fixing the thing before it's broken. So we are looking at the setup and see where are the wood choppers, are trees running out or are they not running out, and if the trees are running out, then you just place wood choppers somewhere else at the road, and that's it. This strategy is so good that I decided at the beginning of the game that I will not use any obelisks on the map to gain like bonus attack speed, bonus damage, bonus range. I don't care. This setup is so good that I don't need obelisks. And of course it would be better to place the turrets on the obelisk, but I just chose not to showcase that even when the, I don't know, obelisks are wrong, like you get range instead of damage, then you can still do something about it, and you don't need that much damage. So this setup is working well, we are so rich in resources. So yeah, also, additionally, I chose to not open any chests on the map. So we have the setup of 6 sawmills for stonemasons, and I wanted to showcase that with the proper setup we don't need bonus resources. So I just didn't open any chests that are around the map. And sometimes you get planks, sometimes you get stone, sometimes you get stone bricks, stone slabs. We have all the setup here. You can do it whatever you want, of course. Take every obelisk that you can. that is placed in a decent location. Open all the chests. Chests also include light essence, so we can expand faster. Yeah, just make sure that you don't get many notifications, and when you get them, then just fix the setup and just do nothing. Just wait. Literally that is a waiting game. We can survive easily with the proper setup of those 14 ballistas that are targeting most armored units and then most health units, and 7 hidden spikes and 7 anti-air turrets. Then we can deal with, I don't know, Night 6, and by the time the Night 6 comes, we have so much light essence that it's almost impossible to not get the light crystals, to not find the ancient ruins. Also in this run, it was we quite quickly got the 3 light crystals, but I even waited. I didn't even wanted to finish the run immediately, but I wanted to see how far can we get without any tricks like selling the turrets and building them on the end of the track, etc. And we even got and found the fourth light crystal. So yeah, we only need 3 light crystals for this level. So we needed 2 light crystals for the first level and 3 of them on the second and third level. And yeah, that's it. Just go further and further, and we were building the setup of ballistas, hidden spikes and anti-air units along the path, but the more of the path that we discover, and when we discover the actual enemy base, then with this setup you have so much money that you can just move those turrets. So you just sell the turrets from the end of the track, so near our base, and just buy them closer to the enemy base. So we have more time, and if it gets dicey, if someday, then you just sell the turrets, especially on the night, because on the days we have constant stream of enemies, and on the night we have one group. Sorry, my monitor turned on. So yeah, on the nights we get not constant, but a wave of enemies. So they are all like next to each other. So once the night ends and the enemies are on the map still, then new enemies don't come. So if you miss like 2 or 3 enemies, then you can sell like 3 or 4 ballistas and buy them on the end of the track. But with the full setup you won't need that. You really won't need that. Also, I was testing the setup 4 times already, and 3 of those times I only needed 28 turrets. And you can buy more turrets. You can get upgrades to get even 35 or 40 turrets. But I wanted to show that it is possible to make it with 30 turrets, and it is possible even with 28 turrets. And whatever you feel like building, you can just go and build it. Also, chests here block the space for turrets, so it's kinda annoying, but I still don't care. Also, when it comes to placing the hidden spikes, sometimes we get a nice place for hidden spikes, but it is occupied by the tree. But it doesn't matter, because we can just chop the tree. Literally, we have so many turrets that really do well against the things that are supposed to be good at killing, that we don't have to be active 100% of the time. We can just mine the tree. It takes like 15 to 20 seconds to mine the whole tree. So yeah, and then you just place the hidden spikes and you're Gucci. So once you have the setup of 6 sawmills, 4 stone masons, you have independent wood production and stone production. And you just wait. You just wait for light essence and just look at the notifications to see if anything changed. So it is a waiting game. Nothing too hard. Just get the enough anti-air so we don't struggle. And we could be deflecting the wave of those bats, even with like 4 turrets of anti-air, and we have like 5, 6. So we have way more than enough. Also, there are 2 ways of placing the wood choppers, because stone runs out kinda slowly, and wood runs out pretty quickly, knowing that the trees have only 50 wood inside them. So here we separated the wood choppers. And if we separate them, then they will run out of the wood more slowly, because each wood chopper has more trees to work with. So before it runs out of wood, it will take more time. So there are 2 ways to place the wood choppers. One way is to place the 3 wood choppers in the same place, right next to each other, and this is the setup where you think of, oh my god, I want to remove those trees, I need more space. Then they will go through the line of trees. So if you want to get to the stone that is behind the forest, or you want to make space for more stone masons and sawmills, then you just place 3 wood choppers and let them work. But if you want to just do nothing and just have your setup, then all the wood choppers that are connected to the sawmills, for example, then you can separate the wood choppers in a way that you give like 4 or 5 trees for each wood chopper. So each wood chopper has like 4 trees to work with. So it has to then mine all those trees away before it stops working. So yeah, like here, don't place them next to each other, but if you want to just lay and do nothing, then just separate them on the further distance. So they each have their own setup. And yeah, that's it. Just perfect your setup. Just get the 7 anti-air units, anti-air cannons, the 14 ballistas and 7 hidden spikes. And depending on the actual placements for the hidden spikes, sometimes you will not get good placements for hidden spikes, and you have to work like with just right angles. So then obviously you need more hidden spikes, like 8 or 9, but it is still affordable. 7 anti-air, 9 hidden spikes, it's 16 units, 16 towers, there is still place for 14 ballistas, and 14 ballistas is enough to deal with everything. And yeah, that's just this easy setup. Once you set it up, you just watch how enemies die, and that's it. So if you realize that, oh, I have a lot of time to spare, I have my setup going of 6 sawmills and 4 stonemasons, and we have independent wood and stone production. And if you lack anything, you can just add it. Like, not only you would have way more resources because you would collect all the chests that are on the map, then you can just build your own infrastructure in addition to what you have. I just didn't want to bother. I knew all the time that I'm low on planks. Because I don't know, because I didn't collect any chests, I don't know. Even though we were low on planks, because planks also are required to build the beacons, we were still able to just max our setup out. So in the late game, if you already have all your hidden spikes, like the setup of 7 to 9 hidden spikes, then we don't need the stone stakes, I mean wooden stakes at all. You can just switch off the sawmills for 6 wooden planks production. And we have so much wooden bricks and stone bricks that are used only for hidden spikes and for beacons. So each beacon costs like 20 wooden stone bricks, and we have 150. So if we had more planks and 400 more light essence, we would be able to just build however many beacons that we want. And yeah, that's it. You just wait and don't do anything. You don't need to sell turrets and buy them somewhere else. You don't have to stress over anything. You don't even have to stress about your economy that much once you get the whole setup going. And even though, look at the count of the green dinosaurs. There are so many of them, but they are just getting wrecked by the hidden spikes that deal bonus damage to just casual health. So yeah. Also, hidden spikes don't deal bonus damage to armored units, so the yellow health bar. So of course the ballistas are on the beginning of the track with the targeting for armored units, so they can deplete the armor of the enemies. So then hidden spikes can do their job. Here we were so lucky. I mean, not lucky, because we placed couple beacons and without any progress, but here one beacon gave us 2 ancient ruins, so 2 light crystals. And yeah, once you have this setup, you just discover the map and wait. You don't even have to pray. I mean, if you want, you can pray, but we are Gucci with this setup. We just wait. And in the upgrade section, of course, there are upgrades like more light essence, like 15% more light essence that we still can buy in the shop, but we didn't need it. Also, there are more complicated strategies. If you want to get to the further ways, like 7, 8, then you would need tier 2. Tier 2 production, tier 2 towers. But this is the strategy that works with only tier 1. And yeah, for more tryhardy guys that want more, I mean, to finish the game quicker, we can always, since you don't need resources that much already, we can swap, I mean, redirect our resources not to our castle, but to the light crucible to get this light essence. Because we are kinda limited by the light essence. We have planks, we have stone bricks. We just need more light essence, so we discover the path. I mean the ancient ruins. So if you have time to spare and you want to end the game quicker, you just build the light crucible and smelt the resources to get more light essence. So we can afford more beacons and finish the game quicker by finding the crystals. And that's it. This setup just works. Then later, on the night 6, the wizards come. And the wizards have shields. And the shields are purple health bar. So we don't have turrets that deal with the purple health bars decently well to be able to kill them. So we just have to leak them through. So they will come and we can't kill them, but on the beginning they will come, but they will not come in the numbers that would threaten our run. Because with the proper setup we would not lose any lives whatsoever. So we could tank the wizards. Here's the first wizard with the purple health bar. We can tank them through. We can take like, I don't know, 10 of them. So I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that we can even go through the night 6. But yeah, we are just looking for the ancient ruins and we just got the 3rd crystal. So we can already end the game. If we wanted to, of course. But I don't want to end it yet, to show that even with this worse setup, without any chests, without any obelisks, with low upgrades as low as mine are here, we can still afford more time to find the ancient ruins. So here I'm collecting everything to just showcase how many resources we were sleeping on that we chose not to take. Those resources would help, of course, in the run to build the things quicker, but yeah. Also, we see here that throughout the run, if I was struggling to get resources from somewhere, then don't be afraid to build the underground belts, because the underground belts are really useful and are very needed because of the random generation of the map. Sometimes one side will have a lot of resources and sometimes the map will have none of the resources on one side of the road, for example. So on the one side of the road there could be a lot of resources, on the other side there could be none of the resources. And the underground belts, so yeah, just help them. So with this strategy you just get the resources. You have so much time, just the only caveat to it is that you gotta set it up and just let it run. And it's so easy, man. Just sustain your economy, just do the setup that we were talking about, and that's it. The easiest level 3. We didn't pick up anything. So yeah, GG. Thanks for watching. Give it a like if it was useful and if you liked the video, and subscribe if you want. So yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.